Welcome, welcome to core practice, Wednesday practice. We are going to begin with pranayama. So find yourself in a comfortable position. Make sure you have tissues. Make sure you have something warm to drink, to sip throughout the practice. So just close your eyes and let's breathe together. Taking a long inhalation, a little bit deeper than you normally do. Deep breath into the belly. Exhaling out through the mouth, exhaling out any stress, any tension. Taking a moment to notice how you feel today. How's your body feeling today? Breathing and expanding. Leaving more space through the body. Deep breath into the heart, deep breath into the belly. Gentle sigh. Keep breathing deep without forcing the inhalation, just waiting for the inhalation to arise and breathing in deep, filling in your belly with prana, focusing on the nabi, on the navel area, the seat of the soul. A few more. And just like that, drop your mind, your thoughts down to your heart. And from here, relax your hands, bring your hands into Dhyana Mudra, relaxing your wrists on top of your legs, seated in a comfortable position. We are going to bring all awareness to the belly, taking a deep breath into the belly, big Buddha belly, inflating the balloon within the core. And as we exhale, exhaling through the mouth with the she sound, lifting your pelvic floor. So beginning to hug and contract all the muscles of the pelvic floor as you're exhaling through the mouth. And again. Focus on your pelvic floor, hugging, contracting, lifting. One more, and on the last one, as you fully exhale, hold for a moment, maybe 5-10 seconds, holding without breathing, contracting even more, scooping, draw that energy in and up. And when you're ready to inhale, take a deep inhale into the belly and relax through your lower back, through your front, entire core. Coming back to rest. And right away, starting Anuloma Viloma for 2 sets. Harmonizing breath. Beginning on the left, inhaling through the left nostril. Pause, switch, exhale through the right. Inhaling through the right. Pause, switch, exhale through the left. And keep going. Going with your own flow. Breathing in and out. Bring awareness to the lower back, kidney area. And as you breathe in, open up through the lower back, as if your lower back had wings, as if your kidneys had wings. Feel the softness, feel that expansion through the lower back. And exhaling, relaxing. As you finish 10, come to rest without controlling, just allowing prana to flow in and out. And second set, just be with it, be with the flow, just notice the air coming in, focus on the lower back and kidney area, the home of momentum, home of fat tissue, adipose tissue, Magda, Datu. I like that name, Magda. Very important. Fat is important. So we are breathing that energy into the kidney area, feeling the back ribs expanding and very gently softening, relaxing through Anuloma Viloma. Without forcing the breath, just wait for your inhalation, and instead of breathing naturally through the both nostrils, we just breathe in through the left. Pausing, switching, exhaling softly through the right. Awareness to the back. Breathing in through the right, switching, and exhaling through the left. For 10. It's almost as if your lungs were in your kidney area, feeling that expansion, softness, massaging the kidney area. Oxygenating every single cell. Relax your jaw. Coming to rest. Coming back to your breath. The beauty of yoga and Ayurveda that we can focus the practice on strengthening the core, and the core practice would be focusing on the fat tissue. Very important function of the fat tissue in Ayurveda is snehan, which means love, protection. But also we know that fat tissue lubricates every single cell in the body, provides strength and energy to the body. It controls the dryness of the body, pacifying dryness, increasing lubrication to the joints. Coming to Bhastrika. Bhastrika, we're going to focus on the lower ribs. So it is still that bellows breath, deep inhalation, exhalation through the nose, but we are really going to focus to the lower ribs. Bring your hands, spread your fingers, relax your shoulders, and breathe deep into your hands. 2 sets of Bhastrika for 10 rounds with the break in between. Whenever you're ready, begin. Lifting, contracting, allowing the mechanics of your body to flow. Going a little bit slower. Relax your jaw, relax your face. 5 more. Direct all that energy here. That's where majority of the gases exchange happens anyways, the bottom lungs. Remember to pause, one last. Maybe even hold for a moment, lengthen through the lower back, lift the bottom lower ribs, and exhale to relax. Close your eyes. You may feel a little bit of lightness. Allow that energy to circulate. Notice the length through your core. Maybe you are sitting a little bit taller, feeling a little bit stronger, a little bit more supported through the core. Fat tissue is very important as it is precursor to bone tissue. From healthy fat tissue, we have healthy bone tissue. Breathing in prana as you rest. Oxygenating every single cell, every single tissue. Fat oxygenation. Muscle oxygenation. Connective tissue. Second set of Bhastrika, really focusing on the lower ribs. So for awareness, you can bring your hands in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Expansion. Contraction. Remembering to pause, not to become lightheaded. Already warming up, lengthening to the lumbar spine. One more. Inhale deep. Hold, pause, release your arms, lengthen through the back, lower back, navel stretching, and exhale when you're ready. And now notice the lightness. Breathing into the sternum, into the heart, allowing that energy to circulate from the heart. Kapalabhati for core practice, focus on momentum. So for focusing on abdominal fat, you can bring both of your hands to your belly, navel and below. And from here, begin to breathe in deep into your hands. And to exhale, draw all the tissues, muscle in towards the spine, hugging and contracting, focusing navel to the pubic bone. And then expand and contract. As expand and contract on your own pace, allowing that inhalation, exhalation to flow. Increase the tempo. Find your pace, contracting your belly. You can release your hands to Dhyana Mudra and focus just on the strong action of your belly. Snapping motion. Slow it down. 10 more. Inhale deep. All the breath into the belly, expand, pause. Hold your breath, full expansion. Inhale to relax. As you relax, soften in your breath. Meditate on your breath. Anytime you catch yourself thinking outside this practice, come back to your breath. Feel the temperature of your breath. Bring all the senses to your breath. As you feel that energy settle in, again, bring awareness to the nappy navel. You can begin with hands on your belly. Deep breath, strong action, contracting all the muscles. Draw the navel in and just pumping the belly in your own pace. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Remember, you can pause at any time to reset, to just take a break, and then continue. We want to continue with this strong action, skull shining breath, cardiovascular pranayama. Take a deep breath in and slow it down. Ten more. Deeply massaging the internal organs, even hugging, squeezing through the lowest part of your abs, going into your reproductive system, ovaries, hugging, squeezing all the tissues. Deep breath in, expand, sip it in. Big Buddha belly, press your navel out. Hold. When you're ready, inhale. Soften, relax. That's it. Meditate. Kapalabhati. Skull shining, mind clearing, bringing light, clarity to the mind, strengthening heart, strengthening cardiovascular system, balancing digestion, massaging all the internal organs. There's so many benefits to Kapalabhati. We are moving to Agnisara. We'll do 3 sets of Agnisara for core practice. And we know Agnisara is to help to break, release mucus, especially small intestine, improving absorption. Seated tall. Just so you can lengthen through the core. Deep breath into the belly, exhaling all the air out, navel in and up, and from here on empty, massaging the belly. For those that are watching, maybe watching for the first time. And just pause, enjoy that energy. You may feel more energy through your throat, which is a good sign. Take a deep breath into your throat. Soften through your neck. Second set. Deep breath in. Empty completely. Navel in and up. As you exhale, sit tall. Allow that energy to circulate through the body. You can draw your vision to the third eye center, soften through your eyes, through your forehead. Bring awareness to the tip of your nose, meditating on your breath. Gaze to the third eye, awareness to the nose. And bring awareness to the navel, One last set. Deep inhalation. Exhale out. Draw the navel in and up. Begin to massage. Begin Shitali, very gently as you rest, breathing in through the straw to cool off kidney, to cool off excess fire in the belly, inflammation, building strong fat tissue, rasa, plasma. 7 rounds. Roll your tongue or sip or purse your lips. Drinking in cool prana, exhaling out through the nose. 7. I like to switch in between. Sometimes I do roll tongue, sometimes I do pursed lips, bringing more energy to the lips, into the muscles. So you can visualize and feel the breath coming in through the central channel all the way down to the navel, to the kidneys. Come to pause. A sip of water or tea. Hopefully it's warm water. And we're coming to 7 rounds of Brahmari. All that to move, to shake, to bring vibration to every single cell in the body, strengthening every single cell in the body. If I was to choose one pranayama out of all to do, it would probably be Brahmari. You can do Brahmari before bed. Also helps with sleep. So let's begin. Buzzing, humming like a bee. Deep inhale and exhaling, sounding that humming, buzzing sound resonating from the throat, keeping your tongue relaxed. The tip of the tongue gently presses up to the gums right above your upper teeth. Just come to relax without rushing, just being, enjoying this breath. Bring awareness to your navel. See if you can bring awareness to the navel and your vision to the third eye center. So your gaze is slightly lifted up, the eyelids are closed softly. And your mind and awareness coming to the navel as you breathe in and out. From here, coming to relax, coming back to center, cat and cow seated, hands into the hip creases, elbows open. Allow your body to tilt forward, inhaling deep, exhaling, coiling in, bringing some movement to the body. Three more. Stretch through the front, lifting your chin, coiling in, navel to the spine. One last. Coming into center, stretch your legs. Extend through your legs. And then slowly come to stand. Coming to stand beside your chair. We're coming to shift the weight side to side, bending your knees side to side. Bring energy to your legs. Always using your chair for balance, for support. When you need to. Stepping a little bit wider and lifting your knees a little bit higher. Maybe you can bring your arms in, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Bring awareness to your core, to your navel, gently hanging through your core, lift your pelvic floor. And coming to stand, feet wide, coming into gentle circles. So we're coming to twist. Arms come in circle, floating, side to side, bouncing off. Steady breath. Warming up. Coming into center, toe heel in, feet together, shift the weight forward and back and lift your arms. Lifting, lowering, draw circles. Bring softness to your ankles, to your knees. Coming to root down through the feet, sit back, coming to Katasana, inhale your arms up and exhale into 90-degree angle. Keep your elbows aligned with your shoulders, coming into cactus position. Seated low in chair pose, begin gently pumping Lifting your hands, elbows, and pressing back. Draw the navel in, pelvic floor in. Bringing more energy to your shoulders. Feel the sides through the sides, feeling the sides of your core. And inhale, rise up, stretch out, bring your hands together, interlace your hands, flip your palms. Grow tall, root down through your toes. When you're ready, exhale to the left side. Inhale, center. And exhale to the right side. Inhale, center. 3 more times. Exhale, left. Inhale, lengthen, grow tall. Exhale to the right. And again. One last. Feeling the heat through the body. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend through your arms. And pause. Mountain pose, palms facing forward. Feel that energy through your arms. Gently spread your fingers, make fists, spreading, closing, opening through your palms, fingers. Warm up your hands. Beautiful. Coming to stand in front of your chair, aligning your chair so the seat faces to the center of the mat. And from here, come to stand in the center of the mat, feet together. Aligning your body, take a moment to align and inhale your arms up, bring your hands together, interlace. Draw the navel in, inhale, exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, center. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, reach for the chair, come to standing table. Extend through the back of your legs. Coming into alignment, standing table, cat and cow. Breathe into the navel, drop the navel, relax through your lower back, and then exhale, draw the navel in. Very gently coiling in, rounding the spine. And inhaling, gazing forward, looking forward, lift your chin up. And then exhale, coil in. Focus on the navel, focusing on the belly. Lengthen through the back of your legs, lift your sit bones, lift your pelvic floor. Nice and slow. One more. And from here, step the right leg forward, left leg back, stay in high lunge. Lower your pelvis, square your hips, inhale your arms up. Wrap your right hand on the left wrist and gently draw open through the left side, coming into gentle back bend. Feeling deep stretch through the left hip. And as you exhale, gently coming to C, shape the spine to the right side. Opening up. One more breath. Inhaling center, exhale to the chair. Step the right leg back and come into the plank. Hold your plank. Hug your core, lower your pelvis. Shift the weight forward and back, micro movement. Hug your heels in, legs together. And exhale, pressing back with your heels. Shift the shoulders. Shifting the weight back and forth. Core is active. Stepping the left leg forward, right leg in, coming back into standing table, feet hip distance apart. We're going to shift the weight to the right side, bend the left knee in, and exhale, extend the left leg out, lower your left hip. Very gently pulsing, lengthen through the spine, draw the navel in, and then open, lift the right arm up. Keep lengthening, stretching from the navel. Navel to the left hip, navel to the right shoulder. And exhale, gently float your leg back, lower your arm. Bend your knees, sit back, draw the navel in. Coming into Katasana with the cactus arms. Coming to sit deep, squeeze through the shoulder blades, draw the navel in. Opening through the heart. Deep breath into the core. And exhale, release your arms. Stand tall, feet together. Coming to face the chair. Inhale your arms up, interlace your hands, flip your palms. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, gentle back bend. Hug your legs together, lift your pelvic floor. Inhale, center, exhale, forward fold, find your chair. Coming into table. C-shaping the spine, exhaling left shoulder, left hip, inhaling center, and switch. Right shoulder, right hip, inhale center. Keep all the length through the spine, keep your core active. Breathing into the center, resetting, exhaling, coiling, hug, hip to the shoulder, center, 2 more on each side. Coming into center, stepping the left leg forward, right leg back, coming into high lunge. And now inhaling, lift your arms and wrap your left hand over the right wrist. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the right side, exhale into gentle back bend, leading with your heart, feeling the navel draws in, and then exhale to the left side. Deep breath in. Inhaling center, exhale to plank, step your left leg back, hold your plank. Align feet together, legs together, hug in, legs, pelvis, core is active. Align your shoulders over your wrists. Scoop your hip onto navel. Steady breath. Step your right leg forward, left leg in, coming into table. From here, inhaling the right knee in, extend through the right leg all the way and inhale your left arm up. Very gently pulsing. Awareness to the navel. You can breathe out through the mouth. for the connection right to the navel. And then exhale, lower. Bring your feet together. Exhale to sit back with Katasana. Now feet together with Katasana and cactus arms. Open up. Gently pulsing in. Draw the navel in. Lengthen through the lower back, hugging your pelvic floor. If you can feel the side of your core active as you move your arms. Inhale, come to stand. Exhale, release your arms. Coming to sit on the chair. Coming to bring legs together. And for this one, we're going to inhale the arms up, bend your elbows, interlace your fingers behind your head, open your elbows wide. Hugging through your shoulder blades, exhale and draw the lower ribs in, engaging your pelvic floor, the core is active. And from here, keeping the spine in alignment, ears, shoulder, shoulder, hip. Inhale and draw the right knee up. Exhale, lower down, nice and slow. Inhaling left knee up, exhale, lower. Notice your core. Notice what muscles are engaging. What muscles can you feel? Keep lifting your knee towards the heart as high as you can. One more on each side. And as you finish up, exhale, release your arms. Coming to stand for hip lift. Standing on the side of the chair. Shifting the weight to the right side. We're going to hover the left leg. And from here, as we exhale, we're going to lift the left hip up towards the shoulder, shoulder towards the hip. Activating through the side for 12. Two more. Squeezing, hugging. And release. Come to stand on the side of your chair. So the chair is on my left side. I have the back of the chair. My left hand goes to the chair, stepping the left leg forward. Right leg steps back just to extend the leg and keeping the pelvis square. We're coming to inhale the right arm and we're coming to lift the right knee and right elbow and crunch. So we're using the chair for support. Chair is on the left side, balancing on the left leg, supporting with the left hand, stepping the right leg back. And from here, we're going to stretch and extend. And exhale, bring your elbow to the thigh, thigh to the elbow. And then step back to stretch, exhale in. So it's like doing crunches, focusing on the right side for 12. I'm just coming around to show you. Coming in to extend, keeping the hips in alignment, open chest. Really working on that rectus abdominis. It's like doing crunches. On one side, Feeling the core. Connecting to the navel. Navel in, one last. And release. Coming to stand in front of the chair. Feet together. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Find length through the body. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, back bend. Inhaling center and exhaling forward fold. Finding your chair. Shifting the weight coming into table. Feet hip distance apart. Now we're coming into bringing the knees to the elbows, alternating. Exhaling, draw left knee to the right elbow, step back. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow, step back. So coming to the center to reset. The inhalation is center. Focus on the navel. Focus on activating all those muscles. Keeping your spine in alignment. Breathe into the navel, breathe out from the navel. One more on each side. Coming to step back, holding the plank. Steady breath. Exhale from the navel, hug the pelvic floor, lengthen the spine, scoop pubic bone to navel, hug through your legs. Make this pose active. Feel the fire building up. And as you exhale, step the right leg forward, left leg back. Inhale, use the momentum, left arm, aligning you to warrior two. As we come to warrior two, lower your pelvis, angle your back foot. Coming into reverse. Inhaling, right arm comes up, and exhale, soften. We're going to pause here. Deep breath. Breathe into the right side. Really open up to the lower ribs. Breathe into that liver area. Feel the length through the lower back. And inhale, rise up, extend through the front leg, pivot in, toe, heel in. Pause in mountain pose. Palms facing forward. Stepping to the left side. Shifting the weight to the left. Draw the right hip to the right shoulder for 12. Micro movement, hovering the leg. Bring that hip up towards the shoulder. Keeping your shoulders, your hips in alignment. And then coming to shift the weight, stepping the right leg forward, left leg back. So if you're using the chair, coming to the other side of the chair. And from here, we're going to open, extend, and exhale, draw the left knee to the left elbow. And then step back to extend. Exhale, coil in. Focus on the left side, contracting through the left side. One more. Inhale, lengthen, coming to stand in the center of the mat with the chair on top of the mat. Feet together. Inhale your arms up. Interlace, breathing into the kidney area. Exhale to the left. Inhale in the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. Exhale back bend. Inhale center and exhale forward fold. Now we're going to connect the belly to the thighs and sit back. Stretch your arms forward. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe deep into your lower back. And from here, inhale, shift the weight forward. Feet hip distance apart. Coming into standing table. Activate through the core, lengthen the spine. When you're ready, exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, center. Nice and slow without shifting your shoulders, keeping your spine in alignment. Keep lengthening through the spine, navel in, one more on each side. And from here, shifting the weight back, coming into plank. Stand tall on your tippy toes, shift your weight forward, lower your pelvis. Hug and draw the lowest parts of your abdominal wall, connecting to the hip creases, connecting to the pubic bone. One more breath, lengthen the spine, hug your sit bones, and inhale, step your left leg forward, right leg back, pivot, use the momentum to rise up, and reverse your warrior two. Inhaling, we're going to pause here, stretch through the left side. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, find your chair, toe heel in. And coming to stand in front of the chair and standing in table. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold your, so bending from the elbows, you're going to root down through your forearms to the chair, palms are placing flat. Deep breath into the belly. Keep your legs extended as much as you can. Allow your heart to soften. Breathing deep into the kidney area, lower ribs. See if you can expand and gently contract through the lower ribs. Inhaling, gazing forward, lift your head, bend your knees, and then connect belly to thighs, extend your arms forward. Breathe deep into the navel. out from the navel, soften your heart. Hug your legs together, hug your sit bones, notice the difference. Breathe deep into your sacrum, into the lower back, lower ribs. And on your next inhalation, slowly come to stand. Moving the chair away, coming to sit in the middle of the mat. Find your tripod, your sit bones, tailbone. Draw your heels in. Coming to balance. Lengthen the spine. Hug your knees in, pressing your knees into the lower ribs. Lift your pelvic floor. Lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath into your lower back. Kidney area, lower ribs. And from here, exhale, extend your legs forward, reach for your feet. Deep breath in, exhale, folding in, belly to thighs. Inhale, rise up, scoop your knees in, bring your legs to table. You can use your hands behind your tented fingers, elbows are bent, open the heart, and then tilt back. Scoop your knees in, bring your legs to table and pause. Or you can bring your hands in front of you. Wherever you are, steady breath. Keep hugging pelvic floor in, navel in. And then exhale, lower down, come to lie on your back and scoop your knees into your chest, coming to side twist. Extend your arms to the side, palms facing down. Inhale your legs up and point and flex. Beautiful. Crossing the right leg on top of the left leg, hug your knees in. And then from here, exhale to the right side. Gaze to the left, lower your left foot. And take a deep breath in. Anchor to the left shoulder. Soften to your hips. On your next inhalation, roll over. And exhaling, coming to lie on the right side of your body and coming to side plank. So you can use the top leg for support, bending your knee, placing your foot in front. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your pelvis, making sure your shoulder does not cross your elbow. Hugging through your core, lift your pelvis a little bit higher. If it resonates with you, open your left arm up, gazing up, looking up, reaching up. One more breath. And exhaling down. Coming to lie on the back. And draw your knees into your chest. Move down through your sacrum. Gently rock side to side. Extend your arms to the side, palms flat. Extend your legs, point and flex. And when you're ready, cross the left leg on top of the right leg, hug your knees in. Exhale and drop your legs to the left, gaze to the right. Anchor through your right shoulder and deep breath into the side. Next inhalation, come to roll, exhale, lay on the left side. Coming to side plank on the left side. And down through your forearm, top leg, right on top for support. Inhale, lifting your pelvis, and now hug from the pelvis. Feel your core active. Inhale, the right arm up. Steady breath. And exhale, lowering down, come to lie on your back. Hug your knees in. Breathe in and out through your sacrum, through your kidney area. Bring your legs to table. Extend your arms to the side, palms facing down. As you bring your legs to table, exhale your legs together to the left side, anchor through the right shoulder. Inhaling center, exhale to the right. Keep your chin in alignment, draw your chin to your chest, support through the back of your head, your neck. And again, exhale to the left, inhale center, exhale to the right, inhale center. And keep going, nice and slow. One more on each side. Coming into center, draw your knees in, hug your knees. Take a deep breath in and exhale, plant your feet hip distance apart in front of your sit bones. Extend your arms along the body, palms facing down, lift your heart, drop your heart, coming into bridge. Root down through the toes, big toes pressing down, feel your arches lift. Draw your chin to your chest, scoop your bone to navel, inhale, lift. Deep breath in. One more breath. On your next exhalation, slowly lower down. And bring your arms to cactus. Align your elbows with your shoulders, palms facing up. Open up. I'm coming to toe heel, feet to the edges of the mat. And from here, exhale your knees to the right, gaze to the left. Anchor through both of your shoulders. Inhale and feel the core as you inhale, lifting your legs. And then exhale, lower to the other side, gaze to the opposite side. And then inhale and center. Exhale, switch. Nice and slow, feeling your core, feeling the navel. Bringing awareness to all the muscles, what muscles are working to lift those legs up. And coming into center, draw your elbows in towards the sides of your body. Hug your knees in and come to lie on the side just to transition to lie on your belly. Coming to lie on the belly, hug your elbows in. Plant through your forearms, planting your hands down. Anchor through the pubic bone, pelvis, root down through the toes. Big toes pressing down. Legs are hip distance apart or a little bit wider. Hug your sit bones, hug your pelvic floor. Inhale, lift your heart. Pause. Take a deep breath in. Into belly, into the lower back. Hugging in pubic bone to navel. Anchoring through the pubic bone. And then exhale, lower your heart, bring your hands, overlapping your hands in front of you. Use them as a pillow for your forehead. Bend your knees, and from here, exhaling to the left. Inhaling center, exhale to the right. Very gentle windshield wipers. Maybe coming in halfway, just to soften through your lower back, relax through your lower back. And then coming back, extend through your legs, a bit down through your big toes, pressing your toes down. Bring your hands right in, hugging your elbows in. And when you're ready, inhale, lift up. Now pressing your hands down, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, lower down. And again, inhale, lift, lifting from your heart, navel in. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhaling, lifting your heart. And exhale, lower. Pause, use your hands as a pillow. Relax through your lower back. Very gently shake your hips side to side. Wiggle your tail. Coming into center. Now the last one, we're going to bring the elbows in cactus position. So lifting your arms up, aligning your elbows with your shoulders. We're coming to lift the chest up as we lift the arms up, gazing forward, hugging through the navel. Lift your navel off the floor, scoop your bum to navel. Steady breath. You can gently micro pulse here. Really targeting the kidney area, strengthening lower back. And then exhale, lower down. From here, we're coming either to Anahata or come to lie on your back and hug your knees into your chest, all depending on your knees, on your hips. If you can kneel on your knees, maybe rolling the mat for extra cushioning. Coming to kneel and extend forward, all the way forward. Keeping your hips over your knees, exhale your heart down. Chin comes up. Deep breath in. And this is impossible. Come on your back and hug your knees in, keeping your sacrum flat. Inhale slowly, coming to lie on your back all the way. Coming into Shavasana. So before we do Shavasana, just pause for a moment and notice if there is anything else your body is craving at the moment. Any other stretch, any other release. And when you're ready, extend your arms along the body, palms facing down. Extend your legs up to the sky. Draw your toes in, chin to chest. And when you're ready, exhale halfway and pause. Deep breath in, exhaling halfway and pausing, hugging, sit bones, pelvic floor, core is active. And again, exhaling halfway, pause. And halfway. And all the way down to hover. 3 breaths. See if we can stay for 3 breaths, even if you're gently shaking, lifting, pulsing. Give it all you got and exhale, relax. Keep your palms up, extended arms without touching. Take a deep breath into your core, into your heart, into your entire being, feeling light. Just for a moment, resting, allowing all that energy to settle. Meditating on your entire being. And when you're ready, draw your left knee in towards your heart, your lunar side, and draw the right knee into your heart, your solar side. Hug your knees in, draw your knees slightly towards the armpit, and lengthen through the spine. Lift your tail so your pubic bone is away from the navel, flatten your sacrum. Draw your chin into your chest. Take a deep breath into your belly. Hugging your legs into the lower ribs. Breathe deep into the lower ribs. Deep into the SI joints, deep into the lumbar spine, kidney area. Feel that entire area expanding, and as you exhale, relax and soften. On the next exhalation, roll onto the right side, using the right arm as a pillow. Take a moment, reset with your breath, connect to your heart, and then slowly come to rest. Coming to sit in a comfortable position. Bringing your hands to your heart, feeling the lightness within the heart, feeling awake, feeling the pulsation of prana in the body, deep loving awareness. I am love. I surrender to spaciousness, to presence. I surrender to divine love. I know I am protected, I am safe, I am well. Take a deep breath in and tap into the gratitude within your heart. Even just exhaling, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank yourself for committing, for honoring your body, being grateful for this body. With intention for this practice to flourish, to nourish your body, every single cell in your body. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.